What's going on, Star Citizen fans? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I'm back with another one for you guys. So after a grueling 3 weeks of 4.8, finally, after hearing about we got fixes coming, fixes are here. Alpha 4.8.1 maintenance update. Hi everyone. We scheduled the previously mentioned Alpha 4.8.1 maintenance for tomorrow, which is today, June 5th, beginning at 12 UTC. That is actually 8 a.m. for us. It was 7, but like they moved it to 8 if you look on the actual Spectrum post. During this time, the Star Citizen live servers will be offline for approximately 6 hours while we apply updates to both the game servers and clients, including all variety of fixes and improvements. Keep an eye on the RSI status page. So I looked at the RSI status page and I did confirm that it is currently down right now. So go here, see currently right now, in maintenance mode, so which is great. So it's being done, so that's coming. I know you guys are excited. I know I've been excited. I've been waiting for it. It's just been a roller coaster with 4.8 and how it's been. I'll be honest, it was a bad rollout. You've heard me say it. You've heard a lot of people say it's been a bad rollout, and it is what it is at this point, guys, right? It does suck, but it is what it is. It was bad. It was terrible. The Ironclad, it was terrible. There's a lot of stuff happening with the game as of recently, and when there's statements made about playability and how it's supposed to be the year of playability. Last year was like that. This year is supposed to be better, and we're still tackling the same problems. That's unacceptable. People would rather you focus on it actually being playable, which means fixing the bugs in the ships, because what do we do 99.9% of the time? We're in ships that you built for the players to play and buy and purchase and fund the game. The ships of all things should work. It's just factual. Okay, the second thing, which revolves around the ships working, is the physics. Why, for the love of God, are we still having collision and clipping issues in 2026? There's no excuse that you can make for it. And then trying to talk about, well, server mesh is working, this and that. Nobody cares, because at the end of the day, stuff is clipping and people are falling through the planet still, falling through floors. It's unacceptable. For crying out loud, the Ironclad, people were falling through the Ironclad when it first dropped. Let's stop trying to save face and own the mistakes that CIG has done to its backers. That's all. Hey, we were focusing more on this, but we're going to take a slow and take a beat back and actually focus on repairing the game to eliminate the long plaguing issues that Star Citizen PU has been afflicted by for so many years. It's important. The other thing, I just got a Tumbrel Storm Tank. The tread animation isn't working, and also it's still clipping. It's not as bad, but it's still clipping in the ground. It's the again, back to physics. Why is everything drifting all over the place now? Nothing is, because here's the thing, before it wasn't doing that bad. If I set a container down on the ground before, it would just fall to the ground. It'd be on the ground, no big deal. Now, if I do it and as soon as I let go, if I do it quickly, it's bouncing like into the air and all this other weird stuff, like there's no gravity. What is happening? How is it that it's going from bad to worse in some aspects? Sure, the textual design of ships and the kinds of ships that are coming out are amazing. They keep getting better. There's no dispute about that. You know, the ideas and the direction of missions and stuff and things to do in the game, crafting especially, is fabulous. However, the bugs that are making it hard to even enjoy those things is the issue. You want sales, you want all these things, but I'm telling you, CIG, you're hurting yourself. The players want something solid. Forget the fact that it's in an alpha, because you've been saying that for years. Yes, it's in an alpha. We all know, we're very much aware. Some things are acceptable, but constant afflicting plagues of bugs that's been plaguing it for many, many years is not acceptable. It's not, because it makes you wonder if you're focused on more about selling things and getting money, but you're not worried about the actual state of the game, the physics of the game, the constant clipping and people losing stuff of the game. No one gives a shit about the fact that you wipe it. That's beside the point. You know, sometimes it has to be done, especially when the replication of items on their own. I mean, I look at my inventory and I feel like every time I look in it, I'm getting something else is duping on itself by itself. My deadlock armor that I bought, you know, it's in my hangar. Why do I have 2 of them now? What's happening? So, CIG, stop with the bullshit. Own it up. Take a step back and fix what's wrong. That's all people care about. All the new stuff is great. We love it. However, a solid game definitely trumps all the fun new ships that's coming. You know, at least in my opinion. That's the opinion from a Raptor. So take it as you will. So now, after that rant, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the monthly EU report. So all this AI stuff, I'm not really gonna get into it. As we said, they're fixing a bunch of stuff. 4.9 is on the rise, and they got a whole slew of fun things coming. Let's see, and I skipped over a lot of this AI and animation stuff last time, and I missed a couple of juicy things. So I'm going to kind of skim through it, and hopefully I don't miss anything that's fun. So on the animation side, significant work went towards the mass retargeting of male to female combat AI assets. I'm loving this, because I mean, you know, in a verse full of dudes, you know, like, it's just, that's not realistic. It's going to be men and women. So I am very excited they're doing that. AI assets with additional support for unconscious and bleeding out behavior. I like that. Again, it makes the whole gameplay so much more realistic, right? Because yeah, you just go bop, and they just keep going like it's nothing, right? You know, even the players have, like, when you get hurt to a certain extent, like you have your arms are shaking, like you can't hold your gun up, like if you actually have a shoulder wound, things like that. So I love that they're really putting a little bit more detail in the experience of fighting an NPC. It's great. Let's see. The devs also made track views for an upcoming event and restructured how melee attacks are tweaked for NPCs with large attack sets. So I'm curious to what that is. I love melee attacks. I always wear light armor so I can run up on targets faster, and I usually end up stabbing them with a knife. It's so effective, great for stealth play. I can't wait till they hone in on the stealth play portion of it. You know, as your boy has you've heard me say in other videos, infiltrate, espionage, you know, assassin type stuff, spy stuff. That's me all day, every day. All right. And then it says prototype were then implemented for Valakars. More Valakar stuff. I'm not really too concerned. I know they're talking about the Apex one down here. They say it right here. Team progress with Apex Valakar stuff. So that's going well. Like, we're getting closer to that Apex Valakar actually being in game, like a big one where it's supposed to pop up. You know, they had the whole thing with CitizenCon a couple years back where they were showing with the Starware and how they were attacking the Apex Valakar. So they're actually working on it. Hopefully they'll get it out, because I mean, that Apex Valakar scene from, you remember from, you know, 12 years ago or whatever, where it was on Daymar or something, around the old Javelin wreck site. hopefully that's coming. I know people waiting for that for like decades and then some change. So let's get with it. But I like that they're working on it. That's super cool. Um, so Rico, I don't know who this character is. This is before my time. So Rico's coming through, and Nick's with new missions and stuff. In my last video, I said I love the fact that they're doing mission givers. I'm hoping to see more of these at regular outposts, stuff like that. I love what they're doing. Again, the direction is great, the content is great, what you're trying to do, but the bugs are too much. It's getting to where none of that, all that great stuff that you're doing doesn't matter. The biggest portion is the physics. The physics need to get fixed. Physics are trash, especially with ground vehicles. They're trash. Fix them, Jesus. I mean, and then of course, when for other ships, you know go back and fix the problems with older ships. The Corsair is definitely one of them. Fix that ship. Stop playing. There's animation that used to be on the ship when I first got it that doesn't exist anymore. Hasn't happened in like 3 years, prior, after the first year I bought it, that I've had the thing. You know, just like the Drake Clipper, how I forget exactly the technical term, but on the thrusters, whenever you hit the thrust and it expands open, it used to do that on the Corsair. It doesn't do that no more. It's crazy. And then the back door, it has the actual pistons and pylons that actually come down when the back door closes, and but they just stay up now. It's not attached to the door, so that animation is not working. Staying with the Sulin, and hopefully, because it's Alien Week coming, they're gonna fix the F function with the Sulin, because it is not working in any part of the Sulin. To get out the ship, you have to unlock it, open all the doors from the pilot's seat and then come down. That's crazy. Let's fix it and make these fixes permanent. Some small things I get, but there's some stuff that's just too much. So again, I'm rambling. Let's move on. Facial animation also held 2 performance capture shoots with a narrative and the motion capture teams, which will cover content for Alpha 4.9 and 4.10. Okay, so some more stop motion stuff. So moving on. Now, of course, the part that I love the most, the ship's parts. Maze Defense console, many of the ship's teams, recent projects flyable in the PU, including the Aegis Tiburon and Hammerhead Gold Standard. Tiburon's awesome, actually. That's a really awesome ship. One of my org mates got it. I love flying it with them. Super cool. The Origin M80, the Aston Martin of Star Citizen. This ship is king. I love it. I love everything about it. Leave it alone. The Misk Starlight, great ship, including refueling. I love the distress beacons that you can call for refueling when you run out. I love that. That is amazing. Thank you, CIG. That is a great addition to the game. And the Drake Pitbull, I don't really care for snuff fighters. I had it for maybe like a week and then I sold it. And then of course the Ironclad Assault, which do not work whatsoever. People still make their ways and they try to use it, but it's pretty bad. It doesn't work. But hopefully this fix that they're actually doing right this moment, the maintenance that's happening right this moment, is going to fix the Drake Ironclad. Let's hope. So, and then of course the command module. The team also delivered the Vandal Mauler as part of tactical strike groups along numerous flight blades and weapon kits. Weapon kits for the Meteor, the R-Side Meteor. It has the size 5 laser repeaters. It's super cool. I love it. I sold my Meteor, but I wish I hadn't. I love the fact that, again, they're doing just like the Wolf. They're giving options to bespoke ships. I love it. Let's go. And then of course flight blades, don't care too much about them, but whatever. And then the tactical strike groups, I think it's a really fun mission. I haven't flown it yet, but I'm looking forward to it eventually at some point. I'm just trying to make money in craft right now because it's wipe equals poor, so there's that. Elsewhere, the GATTEC Raylan passed its gray box review before progressing into Lot 0, with a combined Lot 0 and final gate review scheduled for early June. We're in early June. It'll be ready for Alien Week, which I believe is next week on the 12th. We'll have to see. And then significant progress was also made on a related yet unannounced ship. So there's that ship that is said to be inspired by something from 2001 Space Odyssey. Everybody's looking at the ships for 2001 Space Odyssey, and they're a little worried. They're like, what the fuck is this thing? Now, my money is on the little round module that has the little arms on it, because they did make a comment about these Raylan having help for doing stuff. So I'm almost wondering if it's like a MPV, I think that's what it's called, the little flying cargo assistant thing to move cargo onto the ships, perhaps. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. But there's that. This is the Raylan thruster, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it, because the Raylan's supposed to have 4 thrusters, 2 bottom, 2 top, and I believe this is one of them. I love that they really are honing in on that Geon technology for Getak. I love that. It's so nice. I love the design language. I love alien ships. I love everything about them. Again, as I've said before, if this ship has minimum 2 size 3 hard points for the pilot, the whole B is going bye-bye. This will be the move. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll wait to get there. But I mean, I love my whole B. It's nice. I love it. It is perfect. The whole B is a perfect ship. It is a perfect hauling ship for people who want to do hauling. This is a perfect ship. It's not too big. It's not too small. You can make good money. You fly to Pyro, and they have 3 missions that are for hauling interstellar, and it's just 1 point to 1 point. You don't have to start, go to different places. It's from like somewhere in the station near Terminus, and you go to Bajini. That's it. 500 SEU or 400 SEU fits right on the whole B. It's perfect. It's 500 AUEC. Good way to make money. Like, just keep back and forth. Great way to make money. But I am looking forward to the Getak Raylan. I hope it has some sort of weapons for the pilot. It's just something. It doesn't have to be big. Just give me like some like hard points for the pilot, and the Raylan will be the new upgrade from the Hobie for Raptor Spirit. This is fleet. So let's see what happens. Can't wait till next week or whenever the Raylan comes out, or the week after. I can't remember. So moving right along, 4 other upcoming vehicles continued development to the first received custom mocap for its enter and exit animations, creating unique challenges due to its scale before its gray box review at the end of the month. So one of these 4 vehicles, talking about a way in and out before its gray box. So if it's a gray box, it'll probably come maybe like in 4.9, I'm assuming, or it might be coming around Alien Week or one of the weeks after, because they're doing stuff like every couple Tuesdays. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm curious. I'm dead curious. Production on the 2nd kicked off with a small team starting work toward the white box gate planned for the middle of June. Okay. The 3rd continued down the pipeline, while the 4th saw the UK team collaborating with their North American counterparts to ensure the art direction aligns with the brand's other new releases. So there's another brand getting more releases. So a lot of people were speculating you're looking at either Getak or Origin, which are the 2 that have gotten the least bit of love in the last few years. I haven't seen a new Origin ship since the M80. That's the first one, and I can't imagine that'd be the only one that they're making for the year. That would be ridiculous. And then of course Getak is getting love with the Rayleigh and this other little whatever ship that's coming. So I would imagine we're getting more love for either one of those 2. I would assume it might be Origin, but we'll have to wait and see. But either way, I'm here for it, because RSI has enough ships. We all know. I mean, like, the Galaxy's coming out, I believe, at the end of the year for IAE or whatever. Like, Misk has plenty, Argo has plenty, Drake has a pretty good bit. I mean, Drake could use maybe 1 or 2 more. Really and truly, I think, like, Origin and Getak needs a little bit of focus love. And I know for sure that we are getting another Kruger ship, which is Stingray, so we're waiting on that. So we'll have to wait and see. Um, Now this part is for my orc mate Ocean, because this is all him right here. With resources feeding up following DefenseCon, pre-production picked up for the Anvil Liberator. Now this is a ship that I know a lot of people are going to definitely be up for, definitely ready for it, and they're probably going to melt down their ironclads for this one. So and one of the rumors I heard is that it's not going to have repair me arm. So I know it might make a couple people a little upset, but at the same time you get 3 decks for fighters, like about medium size. So, and you get a whole interior for tanks and ballistas and other kind of things. So I mean, based just from a balancing standpoint, I don't doubt it. So we'll have to wait and see. With the start of White Box scheduled for the end of the month, so that was May. As part of this, an update was made to the interior to allow for quicker entry and exit to the landing pads. And I like that. So they're gonna make it so you can quickly get to the landing pad and exit the landing pad that are on top. So I'm looking forward to that. I know Ocean's gonna be super excited about it. So CIG, this is gonna be a big one for a lot of people. This is definitely gonna replace a lot of ironclads, and you know what? That's fine. Everybody shouldn't have ironclads, in my opinion. You know, that's just me. So whoever, if you like this Liberator, this small pocket carrier shit, take that. Get out of the ironclad. You know, leave that to the old rusty boys over here. But moving on. Lastly, on the UK side, the RSI Galaxy continued through its white box as further revisions were made to the layout around the central docking collar, cabs, bridge, and lift area to ensure clear flow from any direction. That's great to hear. Great to hear. As mentioned above, the North American team progressed with an unannounced ship which passed its gray box gate review with flying colors. Following this, the Lot Zero phase began, with the ship coming together following a preliminary lighting pass. So we'll wait and see what that is. That'll be for Gattac, I'm sure. This right here is the Kraken. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Obviously that's too rich for me, it's too big for me. We'll see what happens. And then finally the Drake Kraken continued through its gray box phase with further changes to the hero rooms to utilize more of the Drake kit used in the Ironclad. This will save both production time and increase the optimization of this huge ship. Now it's already going through its gray box phase. Dog, y'all, that's like Lot Zero's not too far from there. Like, what is that? Yo, I mean, CIG, I'm sure would say is going to end up holding this for a while because they're trying to make people like salivate and to go through a lot to get this thing. So, but how dope would it be? Finally, the Drake Kraken continued through its gray box phase. How dope would it be if this shit came at the end of the year? How dope would that be? I'm telling you, they're so close. This is gonna be ridiculous. This is crazy. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm not getting it. I was trying to convince one of my org mates to get it, but it's, whatever. But I'm looking forward to the ship. Art weapons. In May, the weapons team ensured their content was ready for Alpha 4.8, including the Castak armed plasma grenade and Ultiflex Novian crossbow. I've used the grenades, which is pretty cool. I love that the whole, it's like an aerial denial type thing. I love it. It's super great. And then the Ultraflex crossbow I have not got to check out yet. So I'll have to wait and see. I'm trying to find it in Pyro, maybe. We'll see. And a handful of skins for upcoming events. So I know they got like flight suits and stuff like that. Oh, I mean, the skins are probably for the crossbow. So yeah, there's that. And then meanwhile, the team progressed with a new large caliber weapon, which is currently in gray box. New tech is also in the works that will require cross-team collaboration over the next couple of months. Material polish passes and updates to existing weapons continue to progress through, which is great. because I love the polishing. They look way better after they've been polished up a little bit. So there's that, and I know they have a it's not the Titan suit that they showed us. It's actually just basically between a Titan and the heavy armor that we have. It's like an extra heavy armor, or ultra heavy armor. It's between heavy armors and Titan. So that's what that big old suit is that we showed in my last video. Let's see, community stuff, don't care. Economy stuff, yeah. Graphics and mission stuff. You guys can go back and read most of that yourself. And then one other thing that is coming, as you guys see this right here, this event, this is Siege of Orison. That is coming in 4.9. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be instant, so it's gonna be super cool. So we have to worry about other people ruining our experience when you're playing it. So if you don't want to deal with PvP stuff, you just want to do straight PvE, they got you covered coming in the new Siege of Orison in 4.9. So that's pretty much all that I have today. Ooh, my camera's a little blurry. There it goes. So that's all I got today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. Just let me know what you think about all the upcoming stuff coming in 4.9. Are you excited and hoping that the current maintenance that's going on right now is going to fix the ironclad? Because they said they fixed it, so we'll have to wait and see if they actually did fix it. So looking forward to it, guys. Looking forward to seeing it happen. So, and then of course there was that other thing where they said they're gonna basically make the operations area on the main part of the ironclad, you can fly from there. So I'm interested in that too. So we'll see what their plans are. We'll see what's going on with the upcoming stuff. So as always, it's your boy Raptor Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there, and I will definitely see you guys in the verse.